Hello everyone, welcome to KickBack Studio's page. Thank you for taking time out of your busy lives to come and have a look around mine. This first video I'm going to go through how I actually built this studio up. It was just an empty room beforehand, and with a lot of hard work and a lot of hard work from my friends, it's turned into something pretty spectacular in my opinion. I'll go through it piece by piece and show you what materials I use. I relied heavily on content on YouTube and other websites and stuff to get the information that I needed, so I want to give back. Hopefully in the coming months, weeks, there'll be more videos that I can put up and show you. There'll be stuff from my band. Hopefully I'll get some other bands in here and do stream some of their material. I want to get into recording. I'm pretty new to it, but it's something that I really want to do, so I'll be inviting people over to record their bands and see what I can make of them. Hopefully one day I'll be good enough to actually put some demos out there for people. Who knows? Don't know unless you try. So here we go. Let's see. We ripped out the ceiling and the walls, well, the plasterboard on the walls, and the flooring, and it used to look like this. As you can see, it was just like a wooden floor, and yeah, we cut it away, and then underneath the wooden floor there was a drop of, I don't know, it must have been 30 centimeters maybe. And it was sort of on a gradient up towards the back, so it was higher up by where that door used to be there, and it got deeper and deeper and deeper as we got here. So that had to be sorted out first, but before that we needed to seal up the door. There was a doorway here, and that was, a lot of sound was being lost through there. And there was a window up here, exactly the same as that window over there, as you can see. So I had my friend come around and we bricked up both of those with big concrete blocks. And so, yeah, the plasterboard walls were like this. They're pretty thin. There's only like this, whatever that is. That's not even, oh yeah, 9mm plasterboard. Yeah. We cut all of this out. We cut all of the walls out and all of the ceiling out. Sealed up the door, sealed up the window. First of all, we mixed up a lot of cement and laid it down on the floor. Not this part here. We laid it all down on the floor, straight on top of the concrete that was there. So we raised it up by quite a lot. Then once that had set, and it was leveled, Lee leveled it for me, and once that had set, Lee come around the next week and we laid down this black stuff here, this DPM, damp proof membrane, I think. On top of that, we put in 70mm Celotex insulation. yeah, after we put the Celotex down and sealed it all with like a special tape, I don't know what that was called. And then on top of this is about 70mm screed to give us a nice flat floor that you see there now, which is still about what's that, 10mm off the level of the floor going out, so you can see how much we had to build it up. Yeah, and now I'm waiting for materials so I can start the build of the frame. You're not allowed to attach it to the walls, so I'm told, so you've got to build 1 centimetre away from the wall, and we'll do, I've got, what are they, 50mm by 100mm. That's what all of the studs, that's all the studs are going to be, and across the ceiling too. So we'll come away from this at least 11 centimetres, that'll mean, with the studs and the gap, and then we'll fill in between the studs. The studs have to be spaced 600mm apart. I got all this information from the Soundproofing store. I'll put their link up here somewhere, but they're really, really helpful guys. And so we're coming out from the wall 1 centimetre, then we'll have 100mm beam. In between the beams will be RW3 60 kilo soundproof insulation slabs, which will go in between all of the beams, all around the walls. Around here, I'm obviously going to build a false wall here, but it's going to be built the same as the rest of the walls inside. Horizontally going up, there'll be resilient bars that I'm told will help. There's tons of information on resilient bars out there, but they basically separate the plasterboard from the studs, and the studs are isolated from the wall. It's all about isolations. That's going to be the layout, the main layout for all 4 walls here. All four walls and the ceiling. 15mm acoustic plasterboard will go on. Then there'll be, what's it called? They recommended this Texsound SY100, which is it's a 6mm mass loaded vinyl. It's really expensive. It's probably one of the most expensive parts of the whole build. And then in front of that mass loaded vinyl will be another 15mm acoustic plasterboard. So 15mm plasterboard, mass loaded vinyl, 15mm plasterboard, and then all of that gets screwed to the resilient bars. So now with that, so you've got another 3 centimetres, 3.5 centimetres with the mat, and then another 0.5 centimetre for the resilient bar, so say another 4 centimetres. So we're coming out away from the wall about 15 we're going to lose about 15 centimetres all the way around. It's about 5 by 4 the actual area I've got, so losing 15mm off that all round isn't too bad. I've practiced in some much tighter spaces than that. So this bit, I'm planning it on having being able to hold comfortably a 5-piece band. Once I've done the plasterboard on there, I'll need to, obviously, you put scrim tape over all of the joints, but before you do that, you use acoustic sealant, which I'm also getting from the Soundproof guys, because none of the plasterboard panels are allowed to touch any of the other plasterboard panels. It sounds impossible. It sounds impossible to me, but my brother and my friend Lee, they both say it's possible, so they're the guys that would know. Basically, you need to leave like a, I don't know, a 4mm gap on the top, and yeah, on the top of the plasterboard and on the bottom. And then all of that gets filled with acoustic sealant, and in the edges, in like the corners, I'm assuming, the boards themselves on the walls can touch each other, so I'm led to believe. And yeah, then you'll get total isolation from every wall and the ceiling alike. On the floor, I've got this, I've been recommended by the soundproofing store guys. It looks like I don't know, it's about 5mm I think, and it looks like a type of underlay, but it's a special acoustic underlay that's designed to go straight on top of cement. Once I've done the regu pole stuff and the wood on top, I'll put some laminate flooring on top of that. So at the edge here, so we've got this is the whole 5 meters across. Bang in the middle is where I'm going to do the doors. That's where I want the doors. There'll be 2 of them. There'll be one this side. There'll be one that side. I'm going to use fire doors. We obviously want to stop sound getting into the studio. That's why we're using the 2 doors. The main idea is to stop the sound getting out, but not so much into this part. It's to stop the sound getting out to the outside world, because I don't want, as I say, this is mainly so that I don't disturb people. The last thing I want to do is start up a business or whatever down here, doing rehearsal room and whatnot, and have it shut down because it's too noisy and neighbour complaints and stuff. So this here is the bathroom. Yeah, I know. Ew, right? It's it was nice once upon a time, honestly. Okay, so I've got this room here, which is the bathroom. I'm going to build the same sort of room over this side here to house all my tools and stuff like that over here. Maybe have a little workshop if I need to do some work on the amplifiers and drums and whatever, you know what I mean? So I haven't got to have it all out. I'm excited. It's going to be fun. Thanks for watching. Myself, Lee and Nick spent most of last night putting up the second layer of plasterboard on the ceiling. In between the plasterboard we've had to put in this sound mat down here. You can see a bit there that's been cut off. All very, very heavy, and yeah, it's all up and in place. Just need to seal in the joints and stuff like that, and we can start on the walls.
everyone, I just thought I'd better do another studio update really. I've not done one since, I don't know, I think I'd just done the floor, but yeah, I've done, well, me, I've assisted, but with the help of a few people, made quite a lot of progress, so let's take you in and have a little tour. So as we walk into the main door, you see this room has now been built. This is going to be like a workshop. It's going to be where all my tools are kept and stuff like that. The bathroom's all been ripped out. That's the next thing. We need to redo the floor. It completely rotted away in there. So yeah, we need to do a new floor in there and put up new wet boards. And then onto this area here, which will be, there'll be a sofa or something around here, a nice television up there, and the desk will be there, and this is the start of the studio here. We've got the window in and we've got the main wall, outside wall built, and there'll be a kitchen in over here. So you see, there's a lot of progress been made. But there's the other side of that window there. And this has all been done. So this is where the ventilation comes in. That's going to be the cold air in, or fresh air, sorry. That's a connection for an external air conditioning unit, because we all know it gets hot in studios. Up here in the top of the room is extraction. That takes all of the dirty air out, and this is the outside frame here, and then just in there you can see the resilient bars and the first layer of acoustic plasterboard and a layer of mass loaded vinyl and the second layer of the acoustic plasterboard, and that's been done throughout the whole building including the roof. And in the cavity there's 100mm 60 kilo Rockwool. It's yeah, you can see the ventilation pipes running up and down now. All of this will soon be blocked off, but I thought I'd get a quick video in. Yeah, so yeah, this will be a nice seating area, and the desk and the kitchen. So there's still a long way to go, but the main structure is done at last. I mean, where are we now? We're the 31st of August. Yes, 31st of August. I can't remember when I did the first video down here, but I think it was around March, April time. So it's slow going, but because I'm doing it all on a shoestring, really, all of my money went into the materials, and it's just friends and family who are helping me to put it all together. I'm lucky and fortunate enough that I've got friends in trade and they know exactly what they're doing, because I don't. And without them I would be absolutely lost, and I would have had to pay at least 3 times what I've paid in materials in labour costs. I know this. So thank you to everyone for your help. Yeah, so next up, I said, didn't I? I need to have a good tidy up. I need to do the sealant in here, and believe it or not, I need to raise the floor another 85mm. So on top of this lovely screed here that Lee's done, it's lovely and flat, thank you Lee, I'm going to be putting down there the acoustic floor there, this matting here which I brought specifically for it, and on top of that I shall be putting 50mm Celotex, another 50mm Celotex. On top of the Celotex, I'll probably put some of this boarding here just to help keep it flat. And then on top of that, I'll put 22mm chipboard flooring, like for the loft. And then on top of that, I'll be doing laminate flooring, and that will be the finish. doesn't it?